I have some Walmart news. Walmart yarn news, that is. I went to Walmart with my granddaughter yesterday and I found out a couple of things. One, the Walmart holiday yarnscape is not awesome. It's not new. It's, so-so. The good news is there are some yarn price rollbacks. Check out the Pioneer Woman, some Bernat, some good stuff. So what are we waiting for? Let's go take a look.
So the first thing I noticed when I was looking at the Pioneer Woman yarn is this is rolled back. Was $8.48, now $7.63. Not a huge rollback, but a rollback nonetheless, and we can all use that right now, especially when we're making Christmas presents. This is the tonal velvet yarn, 96 yards, so soft. $7.63, that is not a bad price for that soft chenille yarn. And this is the heathered velvet yarn, not quite as soft as the tonal velvet, but still very, very soft, very plush. Would make some excellent Christmas stockings. Can you see this? This bright red Christmas stocking. And this is, did that say 67 yards? Easy care. It is 100% polyester. And this would make, it doesn't take a lot of this super thick yarn to make a good stocking. This is the, would you say that's peach or orange? I don't know. I love these colors. They've got the blue, red, turquoise, pink. Now the acrylic is not rolled back. It is still $5.97 for 394 yards. It's not the softest yarn, but it's okay. I think the cakes are a little softer. Those are $6.97. They also seem to be a little thicker. I don't know if that's just because it's in a cake. This is 312 yards. I do love these colors. You know what? Maybe that's a 3-weight. That acrylic up on the top and then the cake's a 4-weight. That's why it looks thicker and feels thicker. That makes sense. I do love the colors of these cakes. The blues and the pinks. Kind of melon color, would you call that? Yellow and that red. Oh my gosh. Is this a Christmas red or what? I love this Christmas red. It's like a cherry red. This I don't like. This Pioneer Woman cotton yarn is not my favorite. I am not a fan of this. Only 273 yards for, what is that? $11.97. No price rollback on this. I'm not quite sure I've ever understood what is going on with a Pioneer cotton yarn. Pioneer Woman cotton yarn. Okay, over here, these are just regular mainstays. It's the Walmart brand, I guess you would call it, of yarn. 100% acrylic for only $2.98. 397 yards. I'm a fan. I love this red, and it's very comparable to the red in the Pioneer Woman. If I was, but see, it's just got that little bit of a deeper, just a little cherrier maybe, but very similar. Stockings, I would definitely, I think, get the big, not the big twist, the mainstays. You know, if I'm going for quantity. And down here, they've got the variegated, but no rollbacks on those. Now check down here. This was interesting, I thought. This Super Savers 377. These yellow ones down on the bottom are the only ones that say 377. All the other Super Savers are 338. Which I thought was odd. Makes me think those two are priced wrong, but I don't know. And they are the same size. I checked out the yardage and all that. Oops, sorry, I'm kind of going wonky. But yeah, they're both, what is it, the 312 yards? No, 364 yards. They're both 364. And that yellow over there is, but see the yellow right next to it, right next door is 338. And everything else is 338. So maybe those two are just more expensive. I don't know. Okay, $2.98 for this Mainstays metallic yarn is a great price. And as you can see, a lot of other people thought so too, because there's only one color left, the purple. And normally there's, I think, black, rose, turquoise, kind of a taupe brown color. What have we got here? Oh, these are the huge Super Saver Jumbos. What is that? $7.48? Was that the price for 744 yards? A penny a yard. That's pretty good, I think. So as you can see, my Red Heart Yarnscape is fabulous at my Walmart. They're pretty well stocked. They've got lots of colors. Don't seem to have very many empty holes. Ooh, this Super Saver Jumbo Speckle. I love the speckle. It's not quite as soft as the other Super Saver. I don't know why. I don't know if that's because of the dyes or what that reason is, but I have made things with it and I still love it. It's still Red Heart. It's still awesome. So of course I'm going to get it because I love those colors. I made a bag with the pink bubblegummy looking one. I call it bubblegum. I don't know if that's the name, just because it has those little flecks in it that make it look like bubblegum ice cream. Super Saver Jumbo Pooling. I have not tried to pool yet, to yarn pool. Have you? Please let me know what your experience is with pooling. I have never tried. I've seen people do it though, and it looks great. Love that color. And the Super Saver Ombres. Got some of those. Now, let me tell you about this Lion Brand Mandala situation. Oh, wait a minute. First, let's look at this. Holiday. This is the only Christmassy yarn I've seen. I mean, other than regular colors. Okay, back to the mandala. I like buying mandala yarn at Walmart better than anywhere else, price-wise. Now, the thing that I don't like about getting Lion Brand mandala yarn at Walmart is the selection. They don't have as much as Joann's, or if you were to get it online, but check out these prices. At Joann's, that $9.97 big cake of mandala is $16.97. These cakes of like mandala sparkle and the regular mandala are $9.99, $4 more. If you can get the colors that you love of Lion Brand mandala, I would for sure get them at Walmart. You're going to be paying substantially less money for these and getting the same exact thing. And they've got a pretty good selection. I'm not going to knock their selection. Look at this. That's very pretty. It's a pastel rainbow. Is that the mandala baby? Yeah, that's the baby. 560 yards, I think that said. So that's still right around a penny a yard. 590 for the regular mandala. And then up here, oh, hold on a second. I had to take a look at that. Yeah, see, they've got lots of great colors at the mandala. Now up here, they've got the woolies for $6.97. $3, I believe it is $9.99 at Joann's and Michael's. Over here is the recycled yarns, the woolies. What's this? Woolies. Whoa, close up. Recycled, thick and quick. 106 yards for $6.97. And this is the Respun Thick and Quick. This is 100% recycled polyester. And the Respun Thick and Quick, I think that's recycled acrylic and wool yarn. The polyester is very soft, kind of heavier and denser feeling than the recycled is less heavy than the Respun, but they're both very, very soft. And those are the colors they have. Here's the 4-weight Respun. It is 100% recycled polyester, kind of a heavier, denser feel, but very soft. 658 yards. And this is the Hometown for $342. This is half as much, costs half as much as it does at Michael's. I can't remember whether it's $5.99, $6.99. It's somewhere right around that price point. Down here, the puzzle is $5.98 for 328 yards. Premier yarn. This puzzle yarn is also very soft. Very nice yarn. You're going to pay almost twice as much for this at, I don't think they have it at Michael's or Joann's, but I have seen it at Hobby Lobby. And it is definitely more expensive there. So I'm wondering why $642 for one premier puzzle, and then you go down and it's $5.98 down on the next shelf. Velvet burgundy yarn. Oh my gosh, this color is crazy. $6.88 for this. I think it's a 6-weight velvet, 80 yards. That's the main stage. You'll pay twice as much for a similar yarn. I'd say a third. What would that be? It's either $9.99 or $11.99 at the other stores. $7.44 for the mainstays blanket yarn. Okay, now this is, they called this 6-weight. At all the other stores, this particular yarn is definitely a 7-weight. That's okay. Chenille chunky. I call this terry cloth rope. It says it's 6 super bulky, but I think it's 7 super duper bulky. Going over here to the Bernat blanket yarns, these are rolled back. And hold on a second, I'll show you what they're rolled back to. It looks like all of the blanket yarns are, hold on, they were, boy, Yarn Geek, hold that straight. $9.98. No, this goes over here. Let's put this back in its spot. It wants to be with its friends. Oh, same with this one. This poor little guy. There we go. They're in their spots. $8.98 now was $9.98. So they have rolled back the Bernat blanket yarn $1. And that's the normal price here at Walmart right now. It's pretty much sale price at Joann's when they have a sale, and Michael's. So thank you, Walmart, for rolling that yarn back $1. $7.48 for this Bernat Baby Soft. Such a good yarn. I really do love Walmart's yarn selection. $5.97 for this Premier Tulip yarn. It makes a kind of a pattern when you crochet it. Oh, I was going to lift up my yarn, but my granddaughter had my hand. Here you go. You can have it back. She's helping me. 218 yards of chunky big self-striping floral print. Sorry, she doesn't have my hand now, but she will again in a minute. I need to give it back. This is the velvet. This is kind of like the Pioneer Woman heathered that we saw over down the aisle. I did not compare the ounces or the yards and the price to see how much they were per yard though. I need to go back and take a look at that. This baby yarn is such a great price. 1,077 yards for $7.48. And it's very nice yarn. Okay, this puzzles me. $9.32, which is $2 less, more than $2 less than the Pioneer Woman cotton. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it feels very much the same. The peaches and cream is maybe a tiny bit thicker, but the cone looks and feels twice as big, and it's got twice the yardage. So I would definitely come down to this end of the aisle to get the peaches and cream yarn, especially if you want just a smaller amount. Oh, there she goes. She has my hand again. She was concerned about it because there was a little scratch on it, and she thought maybe the kitty cat got me. Okay, Kobu. Ooh, it looks to me like they've gotten some more Kobu colors, the ones on the right. These are the colors that I'm used to seeing here for $4.47. And Bayberry, like this looks very new. It's a 3-weight. This is cotton and bamboo blend of yarn, 232 yards. It's very soft, and I love all the colors. Here we go with some more Mainstays yarn. This is the 100% cotton. Oh, this little guy is in the wrong place. We need to put him down here where he goes. Now, for those of you who have never used the Mainstays cotton before, it is amazing. It is soft. If I were to compare it to other yarns, it would be exactly like I Love This cotton at Hobby Lobby and like the C&K cotton yarn at Joann. Cost about $2 less here at Walmart for, as far as I'm concerned, the same kind of yarn as K&C. I don't think it's as expensive, the I Love This cotton. I believe it's just, might even be right around the same price, maybe $1 more at Hobby Lobby. This is the anti-pilling acrylic. The only thing I don't like about this yarn is that I wish there were more colors. Everything about that anti-pilling acrylic is awesome. This is Olive. It's a 4-weight. It's another of the Lion Brand recycled yarns. Woolies, recycled, and 80% recycled acrylic, 20% recycled wool. And you can see the fluff on there. I wonder how it pills, if it's a pilling type kind of yarn. Down here, there's some scrubby yarn. I'm not a fan of scrubby yarn, but I really haven't used it that much, so I don't know if that's a fair of me to say. Maybe I haven't used it because I don't like it. Let's take a look at a couple of crochet hooks. I am not a fan of the Lion Brand bamboo, those wooden looking hooks down there. Maybe I just need to try them more. Maybe I just haven't given them a fair shot. Now these are the kind of crochet hooks I use for most of my life, just the regular boy crochet hooks, and those are great prices. Definitely, if you're a beginner crocheter, try those. And here's some of the ergonomic. Once I discovered ergonomic hooks, of course, I like those better because I have less hand cramping when I use ergonomic hooks. And if I were to get any hook today, it would be that 5.5 millimeter boy ergonomic.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, if you like yarny content, if you want to find out about the yarn sales and all kinds of yarny goodness, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss a second of Yarny Fun.